accept the loss, I'm hard-headed. There's a little bit of madness to my method. Many falling off that fine line that I'm treading. I risk anything to be great, and I'm not letting nobody rob me of my victory. Number one, that's what I'm meant to be. When by any means, only thing that makes sense to me, I can make nice or make history. I got that dog in me, yeah. Turn me up, big energy, got the crowd going nuts. I got that dog in me, yeah. Any up, I take on anyone. I don't need a one-on-one. I got that dog in me, yeah. I'm talking all bite, no bark. I could rip your squad apart. I got that dog in me, so what's up? Yeah, so what's up? I told her move over. Enough of that mediocre. I've been the man since cruising around in the stroller. I got ice in my veins like a cut in Minnesota. Why not show you how I'm built? Come a little closer. Ayy, lot of heart, been smart, aura got a glow. We can restart, give head start, still get the same result. I'm about mine. Don't you get it confused? I'ma win again. Yeah, that's all that I do. I got that dog in me, yeah. Turn me up, big energy, got the crowd going nuts. I got that dog in me, yeah. Any up, I take on anyone. I don't need a one-on-one. I got that dog in me, yeah. I'm talking all bite, no bark. I could rip your squad apart. I got that dog in me, so what's up? Yeah, so what's up? They don't get it. I'm different. I'm the type to break through the door, tear down the wall, start up a war. They don't get it. It ain't clear. I know you probably think that you might, but you never seen a bitch like me.
Yeah.
I got that dog in me. Yeah. What's up, everybody? We on this thing early, Quay.
Early.
Yeah, y'all wasn't expecting this thing.
Early.
Well, expect the unexpected coming from Unbreakable Glass Podcast.
Already.
Cause we got you.
I just thought about it too, man.
What you think about
TV on dynamic mode? I need to change the mode. You remember? Anyway.
What you say?
The TV did that.
Bro, you talking Espanol to me.
My bad, man.
I don't have any. What is dynamic mode?
Yeah,
like that on my
the brightness of it.
I have no idea.
I forgot about it.
Oh,
it's all good.
He got that. I think Quay was in here watching the game or something. Man.
I was.
Yeah, watching the Lakers dominate. Bro, I don't like that. Don't start nothing. It won't be nothing.
I'm a Bron fan, man. I want to see him do his thing, man. Mm-hmm. Hey, Anthony Edwards said he gonna send Brandon James and his pop to the beach early.
First of all, Ant need to be thinking about that child support he got going on. Yeah, he talking about this child support, man.
Speaking of child support, welcome back to the Unbreakable Glass Podcast.
Bro.
Welcome back to the Unbreakable Glass Podcast.
We in there. There we go, Quay. We in there now. We in there now.
Yeah, we're a little alcohol. We early.
Yeah, we're a little alcohol. We early.
It's early, man.
Good, man.
You know, I ain't had my.
Hey, y'all just getting out work. Y'all better still time in. Come on, go on and share this thing, man. We're gonna talk about something very interesting.
Man, what we talking about today?
We're gonna talk about. And now I will tell y'all the truth. What I want to talk about is there a difference between, basically, let me put it in layman's terms. Is there a difference between somebody being in their feeling or their real concern? What I mean by that is, so let me elaborate on what I mean by that. I'm going to tell you where it came from, okay? I'm going to be transparent. Let me tell you where it came from. All right. So there were a lot of people, and this kind of was a perspective that was drawn from African American men.
Okay.
The thing was, when an African American man voices a concern, voices some type of way that he feel, voice some type of thought process that he's enduring or thinking about, that typically a woman responds and says, "Get out your feelings."
Wow.
And so what that does is it creates that egg to where a man goes back into where he don't want to share how he thinks, how he feels, what's on his mind, what's his thought process. Because what happens is it enter into his mind that if I say what I'm thinking, if I say how I'm feeling, immediately I get deemed that I'm being in my feelings, and so that's not man-like. Mm-hmm. So I need to go to be a man to tough this out. Mm-hmm. That's where this conversation came from. So
basically, man up.
No, I wouldn't say, but what is manning up though? Because if a man, because even though a man is still human.
Yes.
You still have thoughts. Mm-hmm. You still have feelings. You still have concerns. Why is it that when a man begins to vocalize that, it's an issue? And why is the response typically, and I'm just going to be completely honest and transparent, I just say, I can only speak from my culture, okay? Mm-hmm. But we see that predominantly in African American culture, to where you see a woman respond and say, get out your feelings. Mm. That's more so what I'm leaning to. Why is it that? Why is it not man-like for a man to convey his thoughts, his concern, and his feelings? Now, I get it. Some people, or some men, or whatever the case may be, they can whine a little bit. Okay? They can cry about everything. It ain't perfect. You know, drink some concrete and man up type thing. I get it. But if you don't hear a man complain a lot, if you don't hear a man say bad things a lot, why is it that when he do say something?
Well, Glass, I think when we think about the history of where we come from as a people.
Okay.
Right. Now, you just said something is you see it more predominantly in African American culture, right? Mm-hmm. So just think back, Glass. I think to that point, back in the day, our grandparents, great-grandparents, our ancestors, man, they couldn't complain a lot.
Why they couldn't? Why, I ain't gonna say complain.
They had to go out there and go ahead and get it out the mud, man. It was either you is or either you ain't.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
I can respect that
in every aspect. I'm talking about, like just trying to survive. Period. It was survival.
Okay.
Back then, it was like, man, hey, we ain't got time for all that complaining. Get out your feelings and come on. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's the way. Now, as time has moved on, we have gotten weaker, softer.
Whoa! Wait a minute. Let's stop right there. You said so. You believe our culture has gotten weaker?
No,
softer? What do you mean by that?
Not saying the culture. I'm just saying us as humans, period, have gotten weaker, softer, more intelligent, but weaker and softer when it comes to what you're talking about.
Oh, wait a minute. I think you brewing up something now. So, with that being said, when you say weaker, softer, are we talking in the aspect of emotions? Are we talking about in the aspects of durability? Like, what do you mean when you say we're getting soft, we gotten weaker, as a society?
More of the emotion side, what you're talking about, because you're saying, hey, just like you alluded to, Glass, when you said, why can't a man, express that?
So, would that be considered weak or strong to you?
Who got the baby in here? I got ADHD, so I see a squirrel. I'm gone. Like, who baby is crying down the hallway?
Yeah.
Now, what part, Glad, that threw me off?
So I'm just saying, when you say what you just said, are you like what are we getting weak in?
The whole emotional, man, physically too, but the whole emotional thing is, hey.
So I guess this is what I'm saying. When a man expresses his concern or his thoughts or his feelings, is that a show of weakness or is that a show of strength? I think I got you.
I'm finna hit you though. I'm finna hit you with one. You hear about it every day.
What's that?
It depends.
No, come on.
It depends. But now though,
What you mean? It depends,
overall, I think it's more strength to say, hey, this is how I'm feeling. You know, whereas back in the day it was like, hey, you just take this whatever and shut up and go on about your business, and you're not allowed to express that. You know what I'm saying? So now as we learn to keep that bottled up, so now we can let that out and actually have the strength to say something. Yeah, that's strength. But at the same time, Glass, now.
So isn't it a form? Would you call it a form of bondage, though?
I can see that.
That's a form of bondage.
I can see that.
And so as we evolve as mankind, we evolve as human. If we evolve as a race, that's concerning.
But at the same time, I talked about survival.
Yeah.
There was a time it was like, hey, I can't say nothing or I'm going to get killed. So right now, I need to shut up so I can make it to tomorrow.
Okay, and I feel you coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the easiest way for me to relate to what you're saying is I think about old time hymns. I see ball. I see
spring break edition. That dude's stupid.
So I see exactly where you come from. The easy way for me to relate to where you come from, and this may be
look at your sister now.
It depends on the situation.
I just hit you with that.
Okay.
It depends.
It depends. But
where your phone at, Glenn?
This is what I mean, and I feel where you coming from with. This is what it means. But here's what I'm trying to say though. Old keys won't unlock new doors.
Where you get that one from?
I'm just saying.
Where you get that one from?
I don't know, but I pulled that out of the pocket. But old keys won't unlock new doors. So you can't practice the same concepts. You can't practice the same methodology. Okay. And you cannot practice the same type of actions and expect different results. You want me to give an example of what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
How many people, I just say your close 5 people that you know, close people, friends, family, whatever the case may be, how many of them got house phones?
None of them.
Why?
They outdated. We evolved.
God dang it, boy. Let me slap that tape. You see what I mean?
Yeah, outdated.
We evolve. We grow. So why is it that we're trying to use the same terminology, the same information? And I get it. It did bring our ancestors through that. It did get us to a place to where, hey, I got my rights. It got us to that. But we cannot use that same mindset. We cannot use the same, and I think it has a lot to do with sentimental value. Well, my grandpa did it this way. My granddad, my grandma did it this way. My mom did it this way. But mom and dad didn't have access to Google. Boy, you remember Ask Jeeves?
Yes, I remember Ask Jeeves.
Why Ask Jeeves? Why nobody use Ask Jeeves now?
Forget Jeeves. Go get a set of encyclopedias, my guy.
Why is they irrelevant now?
Technology.
Continuous improvement. The desire to grow. Improving 1% every day. Mm-hmm. We got to apply that same concept that we see with technology to our everyday life. It's just like the message with the Bible. Okay? You never change the message, but you can always change the method.
Yeah. So,
all right.
So getting back to what you were saying, Glass, first.
All right, come on.
Now, what was that question? You know, because we got some people that just came in the room.
Okay.
What was that question? I see you says every situation requires different requirements.
Okay.
Try to say that fast.
Let me try it. Every situation requires different requirements. Good boy. I did good, boy. Don't play with me, boy. Boy, I've been in there working. I've been in the mirror getting my wording right.
That's what's up. So what was that original question, man?
The original question is a man addressing his thought, his feelings. What's going on with him at that time? A sign of weakness or strength?
Check this out. I think in that situation, most men gonna say that's a weakness. Most females gonna say it's a strength.
Okay. I think the females that's gonna say that it is a strength are the females on the outside looking in. Because if you say a female on the inside and a guy begin to voice that, you're not gonna get the same response. What I mean is, And I see all of it. And look, y'all, I hope this helps some people. I really do hope this helps some people. Because I'm gonna be honest, I was one of those people that were lured by those memes.
Okay.
What I mean by that is, you see those memes, you see people put up these memes talking about how they would treat their man, how they would treat their woman. This is how stuff's supposed to go. And all that sounds fine and dandy until you've been in that thing for 7 years. I begin to take note of that. All those people that say that type of stuff, they in the entry level of their relationship.
With folks showing out the comment.
Hey, I mean, I'm just saying. All I'm gonna say is, people say that on the entry level. If y'all really want to know how to hold it down, y'all go talk to somebody that been holding it down for 20 years. 20 years. That's all I'm saying. Talk to somebody that been holding it down for 20 years. That information is more relevant than somebody that's 6 months in. Oh, y'all don't know how to keep a man. Y'all don't want to feed them and greet. Man, go talk to a woman that been with a man for 20 years. Do you think she got that same type of energy? Y'all be real with me. Come on. Y'all talk to me. Do y'all really think a woman or a man who's been in a relationship 15, 20 years got that same type of energy? But what I'm alluding to, how do you remain that? How do you keep that balance between when she needs to voice how she thinks and how she feels? Immediately we say we supposed to listen. But if a man have a concern, and I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, I'm gonna tell y'all where this come from. Okay, I'm gonna tell you where this come from. And I am quick. I'm telling you now. If you bring it to me in a regular conversation, I'm going to say it. Because there have been times where I voiced a concern that was going about, and I hear someone say something as simple as, "Hey man, get out your feelings." And I'm like, I don't even feel some type of way about it. I'm just bringing you the facts of the situation. So why is here's what it comes down to. What's really going on is that because I call you out on a situation, you trying to find a way to deflect your accountability. Because the situation or the circumstance isn't bending to your liking. You got to find a way to deflect it so that it can remain in your court.
Well, you sound like a preacher then.
That's what it is.
Amen. You have to find a way to deflect it.
You can say what you want to say, but it is what it is.
I'm glad preaching here.
You can say what you want to say, but it is what it is. You don't want to take accountability that the fact that somebody called you out on your bull crap.
Come on now.
Point blank period.
Come on now.
What's up, Willie B? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, Jaden, he been in the lab.
All I'm saying is, I've been in there.
In the lab,
I've been doing nothing but listening to podcasts and lifting weights. That's it. Listen to podcasts, lifting weights.
You been practicing.
Oh, but but think about it. Is it not true? Anytime somebody's not winning an argument or winning the debate, because most people, I don't have this. For those of you that want to try to challenge me and go against me, well, what does it say? What does your statistics say? But here's simple. Most people do not desire to have a conversation that represents the best interests of both parties.
Yeah, most people.
Most people are only in that conversation to get an end result that only benefit them. Right or wrong?
I'm with you on that.
So those people who are, I'm just going to use myself as an example, who are like me, who think win-win, like, let's have a conversation and figure out how we both can win. I've been burnt plenty of times, Quay. There have been plenty of times when people have got over me. There people have misused me. People have abandoned me. That people have thrown me on the bus. All because my mindset was win-win, and their mindset was I win, you lose.
I can feel you on that, Glenn.
So let's bring it back to the conversation where we was getting at.
I see you, Vino Jr.
All right, let's bring it to the conversation. I gotta put it on the screen. I gotta put it on the screen. I put it on the screen. Some people listen to prove you wrong, not to understand.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, nah.
Boy, that'll preach all by itself.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Some people,
Yes, sir.
listen only to respond and not to comply. That's a word all by itself. But y'all don't want it. Man, y'all go on to share this thing, man. Go on and share this thing. We coming on early, we making it happen. But what I'm getting to is that you had to approach situation understanding that everybody does not have your best interest in mind.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Bro, I done got burnt so many times. And here's where it's going to get really interesting to you. Check this out. We tend to approach life and situations. This finna catch you, right? This finna catch you with our own mindset, which is actually a narrow mindset.
It is.
Let me say that again, because a lot of y'all ain't gonna catch you when I say this. A lot of us approach life and situation with our own personal mindset, which is a narrow mindset. Which means that we approach the situation thinking that everyone is gonna approach the situation in the way that we perceive it, which in turn can get us hurt. It's important for us.
I'm with you now. I'm with you.
It's important for us, for one, to build rapport, for two, to conduct recon, and then
recon,
conduct research.
Yeah.
Before a final decision is made. Because if you go into Quay, let me boast on my guy Quay for a minute. Let me boast on him. Quay is a great guy. Okay, not a perfect guy. Know what I say? He's not a perfect guy, but he's a great guy.
Come on.
So what I mean is, when he talk to people, Quay is a great listener for y'all that don't know. Okay, that's why we get along good. I talk a lot, Quay listen a lot. Okay, let's just be real. Okay, y'all should have been picked it up by now.
Okay,
right? Y'all should have been.
Come on,
Quay is a great listener. I'm gonna talk. Okay, I'm gonna talk. That's why we get along so well. Okay, Quay gonna listen to you, and Quay is going to have the silver lining approach. He's gonna find the best in every situation. Okay,
try to.
What hurts is that the people who sometimes converse with him don't have that same mindset. You have people who may come to you who will look over everything good about your attributes just to find that one thing that's wrong with you. And they will try to pass judgment on that.
Absolutely.
You can have 99 great things going on for you, for your family, for your life, for your job in the situation, but you can make that one mistake and everybody on zone in too. See, I told you. You know why they do that though?
Why that?
They do that to make them feel better about the little mistake.
Oh yeah, man. That's deflecting. That's to get the pressure off of you. All right, ball. Yeah, you at the barbecue.
Hey, that's all I'm saying is. So let's go back to the conversation, okay? For those of you that want to conversate with me. What's up, cuz, man? I got my cuz Eugene Evans on here all the way from the A. Please, man.
What's up, Eugene?
Hey, so we talking about something interesting. You know, me and you kind of began to talk about it in the comments stuff. I'm putting them on the screen a little bit if you want to call in. If you want to call in, you let me know on the comments. I put them on the screen. But here's what I'm getting to. With a person, now I simplified it to a man only because of the sake of the argument. Okay, when a man begins to vocalize his thoughts, his feelings, his analyzation, is that to be considered a concern, or he in his feelings? That's what I'm really.
I think it depends on the situation, just like Sid said, man.
But how do you determine situational? How do you determine situation? If I bring it to you one time, am I in my feelings? If something really bothered me, like, hey, babe, we went to this place. Come on, let me give you something.
Situational,
no,
man.
let me give you something. Let me give you something.
I hear you knocking. I'm gonna let you in.
I'm gonna give you something.
Come on.
So let's just say a significant other.
Now see, wait.
No, you said give me some. What you said?
Like I said, it's situational. It depends. So you start out with significant other.
All right.
So come on with
it. Let me throw this at you.
Throw it in there.
Will it offend you that another man's voice is louder than yours with your significant other?
Elaborate on that. Explain.
If you say one thing and another man says another, and your significant other decides to go with that, what the other man said.
Now you know how many men have a problem with that?
I'm just.
Oh,
huh?
Like I said, it depends on what it is. A lot of men have a problem with.
Okay.
And I can give you one.
Okay.
I can give you one that I seen.
Okay.
Fella, he didn't like that his wife did stuff that their pastor told her to do.
Ooh, pastor said that.
Yeah.
Pastor
say, hey, go pray. Go pray at noon. I'm just making this up, right?
Yeah,
I'm making this part up right here.
Yeah.
But the situation is very real. Because I've seen this.
Okay.
At a church that I went to in the past.
Well, you finna get something started now.
At a church that I went to in the past now. I ain't say how far back. There was a guy, the husband was mad at the wife because the wife was doing things that their pastor told him to do. I've also seen guys get mad at, you will go on your job and listen to your boss, but you won't come home and listen to me. So I've seen that, Glad. So that's what I'm saying. So it's situational. It's situational.
Hey.
So, hey.
So, all right. So let's stay right there. This the situation. Y'all heard the situation. Basically, basically what's going on is the woman is adhering. Let's use that word, okay?
Mm-hmm.
The woman is adhering to the words of a man that's not her husband, okay? If the husband begins to then confront his significant other about that situation, is he being a concerned person or is he complaining? No?
We're singing it. No, Glad.
If he bring that into her lap, he say, you know what, babe, I gotta be honest with you.
What he gonna say?
Okay.
What he say?
There has been times, and he named specific times where I said this, your pastor said that. I said this, your pastor said that. I said this, your pastor said that. On each of these 3 occasions, you went with what your pastor said. You did not go what I said. Now that's bothering me. Her response is, get out your feelings.
Still situational, Glad.
I'm saying, but so when he brings that up, is he
check this out.
He whining or is he really bringing a concern?
All right, so I'm gonna give you a situation.
Come on.
So the husband be like, "Hey, babe, I want a new vehicle. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go down to the car lot tomorrow and get a new vehicle."
That's the husband saying.
That's the husband.
Okay.
And the wife be like, all right, let's pray on or whatever. Just say they go to that night. They say we're gonna go tomorrow, and say that night is Bible class. And they go to the pastor and say, hey, pray for us. We're gonna make a big purchase or whatever. And that pastor say, you know what? God's telling me y'all wait till next week. Y'all wait. I'm feeling something. God's telling me something. Y'all wait till next week to go purchase that vehicle.
That's too easy.
Y'all wait till next week to go purchase that vehicle.
That is too easy.
So now the wife is like, hey, and pastor say, hey, we need to wait till next week. But the husband wanted to go tomorrow.
That's too easy.
So you got so what's up? Why is it too easy? What you mean?
Because whenever someone speaks something to your life, if you have a personal relationship with God, that is going to be a confirmation or denial.
What you mean? Now we ain't talk about that, Glad.
I'm just saying because if the woman, first of all, if the man is being led, he's supposed to hear from God. He's supposed to bring the Bible said to bring all things.
I understand.
So if he brings his situation from God,
men out there don't care nothing about that, Glad. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying. There's a men out there don't care nothing about that. You did what that man said. Even though he the pastor, that's another man. I told you, as my wife, I want to go down there tomorrow and get this car.
Well, before let's back up a step.
Yeah, just an example.
Okay,
now.
that's fine. Let's use that example. Is the man a God-fearing man? Is he a church-going man? Does he have a relationship with the pastor?
I don't think that matters in this situation.
It do.
Okay,
Because
so you saying that makes it situational, Glad.
It do matter because this is where I'm alluding to.
Okay, come on.
This is where I'm alluding to because that pastor, if he have a situation like that, supposed to go speak to the man,
Look at Kayla.
He's supposed to go speak to that man. He don't supposed to go talk to that woman and say, "Well, Lord, tell me." No, he's supposed to go talk to that man.
Look at Kayla now.
Huh? That's what I'm saying.
We got some comments in here. Bald head one, Eugene.
Which one? All right, come on.
So I think it's a concern, but the woman gonna think it's a complaint because she already didn't care what he said.
All right. Is she not talking what I'm saying? Is she not talking what I'm saying? Huh? Is she not talking what I'm saying? All right, Ball said, look, it depends on the situation. Like you said, if it's something they don't want to hear or hold their feet to the fire, see, the accountability. And it's you're in your feelings. Man up. Real men don't do this or that. But it's something that they can benefit from or something that strokes their ego, then it's you're a real man. The kind of like having Kevin Samuel versus Derek Jackson. You got a good point. Hey, Joe, I just seen Joe. Joe, I ain't putting it in there. Hey, but here, let's go back to the situation.
I see you, Eugene. Look. Like the example I gave is just an example, and I'm for real, y'all. I have seen men get upset because the wife wanted to follow pastor's words instead of his. I've seen.
This is what I'm saying. I just feel like
situational now.
Situational. If that is the case, to erase all possibility of conflict, the pastor should speak to them. Yeah, disregard that. I don't know what that will. But anyway, y'all, somebody on YouTube saying some very strange stuff to us on here. I have no idea who this person is or what they want. Well, I see what they want, but they just do. I don't know what they running for. Anyway, all I'm saying is this right here. I feel as if the pastor has a word for the household, this is how I say, let me say it in the pastor voice. For the household, that word should go to the man. It should go to the man.
Look at what Y said right there.
It should go to the man. Okay?
Like he said, in my opinion, you do what you and your husband talked about. Mm-hmm. If God wanted to tell them people something about their marriage, he would tell them. The pastor ain't running them people's household.
Hey, that's what I just told Quay. That's what I just told Quay. Like he should that should kind of confirm it. The pastor, because here's something I want everybody to take with this. And I'm not knocking nothing against pastors. Mm-hmm. Nothing. Mm-hmm. God knows that he appointed them at the right place at the right time to deliver words. But at the same time, that pastor's gonna gotta live with that result. You do. That pastor gotta go home and sleep at night with that person. You do. And 9 times out of 10, whenever you bring a situation to the pastor, you're only gonna tell him your side anyway. Y'all can hate me all you want. I don't care. Am I right or am I right? Anytime you bring a complaint or concern to somebody, what you gonna do? You gonna tell it, you gonna paint the picture so it look like you are the Mona Lisa. You ain't gonna tell them all the dark, silly stuff you doing. You ain't gonna tell them how you been rebellious, how you didn't want to submit.
That ain't how you. I'm just saying about telling folks the side of the story.
Agreed.
Pastor ain't got nothing to do with that one.
I definitely agree with that. Yeah. But especially talking to a pastor, what is it? So ideally, the pastor gonna hear one side of the story. Right or wrong? Am I right? I ain't even gonna say right or wrong. Am I right? Am I right? So at the end of the day, that's why that confirmation has to come from God above.
Yeah. So we done took a left turn down an avenue. You know, I was just setting up an example
Oh, my bad.
Of the situation. No, we good. We good.
I ran
of the situational thing that we talked now.
I ran off on
we turned off Main Street, got on 8th Avenue.
We on Louisville Street. Y'all headed to my house. I thought we headed to my house, boy.
Jesus.
Yeah, we headed to my house. Come on.
We'll be in a minute in Louisville.
Yeah, we gonna be in Louisville.
Yeah, gonna be in Louisville in a minute.
Not Louisville.
So yeah, Louisville. And downtown Louisville, you seen it. Anyway. Yeah, man. So back to what you were saying, Glass. You know, we were talking about the situation.
Yeah, we got 10 minutes, by the way, brother.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that, man. I gotta get to church.
Yeah.
And, 10,
you gotta go to
15.
Hey, y'all, that's why we early, man. Corey, you gotta go pray the Lord and play them instruments, boy.
Yeah, man. It's last night of revival at Johnson
man,
Creek.
you got
Missionary Baptist Church out in Phoebe, Mississippi, Walker Gym.
Hold on, brother.
Come on down.
Bro, they didn't pay us for that.
What's that?
Tell them, we giving them, the tithe and offering that they gonna give that you gave AR. We go to the Lord.
Man, I the fuck.
Y'all want y'all revival to be discussed on the podcast.
Ooh,
yeah, no, I'm just playing, man. Come on, man. I ain't been with y'all.
No, it's all good, man. So back to the situational thing you're talking about. So for the people that came in late, glad I go over that question one more time.
The question is, if a man is addressing, we just use situations to bring some relevance to what we're saying. If a man addresses his thoughts, his feelings, the way he transpired life, if he brings it to a woman's attention, is he complaining or is he just addressing a concern?
Right, I'm trying to figure out what Kawana talking about. Okay. Dang. You know what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Understood.
So is he? Man, I say, let's see. Give me a situation, Glad. Can you think of one?
We both gave situations. So here's Glass thoughts. Okay, one thing we got to work on is providing a solution and understand we are not advisors, life advisors, anything like that. We're only people having a life conversation.
Right.
Through our experiences and our own opinions. This does not mean that if you were to take something from this podcast that we are guaranteed results of anything of that nature. I had to put the disclaimer out there. This is simply a conversation. Okay. So from Glass' perspective, what I believe is that if it is a pattern is how I deem stuff a concern on whining. Okay? That's how I deem it.
So a pattern. So you saying they be whining about the same thing all the time?
Over and over again. You need to get out your feelings.
So one time,
it's kind of scary though. But hold on. There's more. Because if he's whining about the same thing, that means you haven't had to hear and respect what that man said.
That's what's up.
Or what that woman said.
You student loan people call him. I ain't got it.
Tell him if Jesus don't do it, it won't get done.
Yeah. Somebody called the student loan folks, tell them Jesus paid it all.
Yeah, Jesus paid it all.
Amen.
But all I'm saying is this right here. To define the difference between complaining or addressing the concern, I think is the repetition of it.
Okay. So,
come on.
No, I'm just trying to think of something. I don't know. I'm trying to think of something.
I gave a hardcore one. If you allow a man's voice to be louder than your man's voice, and a man says something about it, that is a concern. If you continue to do it and he brings about more than once, that is concern. Then eventually, if he don't say nothing anymore and he start performing other action, should you be mad?
Hey, so what if what if the female she work on a job, say she go in, just say a 9 to 5. She be there at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
All right. Her boss man come to her and say, hey, we, trying to ramp up. We got extra stuff going on. Can you come in? I need you here 15 minutes early. Need you to be here at 8:45. And the husband like, you going at 9.
That's good. That's real good. That's real good.
What you gonna do? Fella?
I called all night.
You know what I'm
long,
saying? So,
didn't let go.
So you know what I'm saying? So now the question is that man, is there insecurity there? Is there selfishness? You know what I'm saying? He come to you complaining, man, my boss man told us to be there 15 minutes early, and I don't want to go. The job say 9 to 5, so woo.
Man.
So what's up?
hold on. I gotta put this on here. Paul said Sally Mae gonna tell you same thing they told me. Jesus might have paid it all, but he or you ain't paid me.
Boy, they ain't told you that. Boy, they ain't told you.
Ball crazy, man. That's a good one.
Boy, they ain't told you that.
But look, man, that's a good one, man. Because I think overall I think that comes down to the energy. Because even at the end of the day, it's wrong. And I'm y'all, if I'm being transparent with, I had to learn this. It's wrong for me to go to work and give my job 100%, come home and only give my family 40. It's wrong. If I gotta give 100 and be woe out at the end of the day, that's just what I gotta do. Because if something happened to me, or they let me go, the job gonna hire another person in my place.
Don't get me started.
More than likely.
Don't get me started.
More than likely, my family is gonna still be there. So who deserves that trophy? So yes, you need to go to work. You need to provide for your family. But I think that comes down. I think that an issue will only arise if that person, again, dealing with the situation personally, if that person feels as if their jobs matter more to you than your family. You got to be honest with you. You got to be honest with you. Because the job, let's be honest, they don't care. You can put in a whole bunch of work. Again, go back to the metaphor we just talked about. There could be 99 things that you do absolutely amazing. But they'll find that one thing you did wrong. Without the true understanding that perfection is a moving target that nobody in the history of livelihood, of life, will ever hit other than Jesus Christ himself. So that's why it's important to me. I'm serious, y'all. Like guys that close to me begin to learn that about me. I have been valuing putting time in with my wife and with my little girl more than I did with a lot of other things. Because there was at one point in time, let me be transparent with y'all. Y'all think the way you want to think. Because of where I came from. I was so passionate about trying to build a foundation, trying to build a legacy, trying to have financial security for my family. But let me tell you something about money. You can spend it, you can lose it, you can earn it. But it can always come back. Let me tell you something about time. Time is the one thing that you can spend, but you can never get back. Those moments we just had a while ago, Quay, we can't never get that back.
Yeah, like them guys that deer hunt. They be out there all day. I ain't killed nothing.
Bro, how you mess up my moment with some deer? Why you do that, bro? And I feel sometimes
I like that deer meat, though.
I went deer hunting a couple times. Well, I ain't get nothing this past year.
Just out there.
Don't do that. You starving stuff now. They starving stuff. All I'm saying.
Oh man, I see you, Waukesha. What you said?
Yeah. All right, let me put it on there. Hey, Waukesha, it depends. Just because you feel a certain way doesn't make it right. I agree 110.555%. You should listen without acting on or falling victim to someone's feelings. I agree. I think a healthy conversation is always.
I say about 95% of people can't do that.
Because it's called emotional intelligence. And look, let's be transparent. Coy, we ain't always been where we are when it comes to emotional intelligence.
No, sir.
We had to grow.
Yeah.
You got to give people time to grow.
Yeah.
I think emotional intelligence plays such a key role in this world today.
Ooh, that's a whole nother podcast right there. I need my boy Dr. Kendrick Bailey on that one.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, man. Okay.
Yes, sir. Quay, it look like it's about that time, brother.
It's about that time, man. A little quick show. You know what I'm saying? You got anything else, Glad?
Man, I ain't got nothing else, man. Make sure you look. Again, let me make sure I highlight this. If you're looking to start your own podcast,
Yes,
you
sir.
need a place to do, you don't know how to go, let us help you out here at Glass Studio. We're not only just a studio to host the Unbreakable Glass podcast, we have a living testimony. We have a blue, what is it called? A blue room? What's Jay's name? Show name?
Oh, the blueprint.
Blueprint. God dang it. You got TJ's digital marketing going here. You got Mississippi high school sports and page and stuff. So we got a lot of different things going on, man. But if you ever been curious about starting your own, please, yeah, living testimony. I called it out.
Okay.
Oh man, feel free to hit us up, man, and we'll give you an unbelievable price, man. I ain't been actually thinking about throwing some deals. Just hit us up if y'all want to learn more about doing a podcast. We right here locally in Starfield, Mississippi. We're here to make a difference and help everybody else out. And
what's up, Tony Arrington? That's my cousin, right there.
What's up, Tony?
Yeah.
Tony, yeah, man. But outside of that, man, just some sponsorship things going on. We got a lot of major events going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got Mother's Day coming up, you got
Yes, sir.
Neighbor's Day coming up, you got Easter coming up, got a lot of different things coming up, man. If you want us to help you get it on out there, please let us know.
For sure.
We'll make that thing happen, man. Don't forget to go subscribe to us on YouTube, okay? We on multiple platforms, not just Facebook. We need to get this message and this word and this content out to more than just our Facebook social media thing. But look, y'all, with that being said, man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in, especially what's coming on early. You all have been absolutely supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, and we look forward to seeing you all here. Same place. I don't want to say same time. We come back on that early that week. Probably so. But anyway, y'all just stay posted on the page. Y'all like, subscribe, do what you got to do. Keep us going, and we're going to keep y'all going. God bless. We love you. Peace out.